You heard the latest?
Ooh, child, I knew that was true from the moment my auntie's friend's cousin sister told me.
The talk. Here's what's trending.
In my opinion, Think Different TV's LaShia.
What's up, everyone out there? This is LaShia, creator of Think Different TV, which airs Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Think Different TV's Player Pass Game Show, which airs Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. And this is In My Opinion with Think Different TV's LaShia. Let's get into it. Ooh, the water TYLA is in is hot. She recently had an interview with Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy, and Just Hilarious on the Breakfast Club that has managed to strike a chord. But it wasn't what was said, it was what wasn't said. Charlemagne, while on the Brilliant Idiots podcast with Andrew Schultz, spilled the tea on what led up to the interview. Apparently, Charlemagne was told by TYLA's management team that she was not supposed to be asked about certain topics that are hot button and are long awaited to be addressed in this sort of interview. Charlemagne was not going to oblige, so he said her team at that point had a choice. They could either prepare her for the questions or pull the interview. They did neither one. As a result, when Charlemagne asked her about being South African and identifying as a colored person, she turned to her PR rep to answer for her. The question stemmed from the South African beauty previously identifying herself as colored, which is the norm for non-white, mixed-race South African citizens. Some Black Americans, however, believe she was disassociating herself from her blackness by doing so while embracing a term that is largely considered a slur in the States. Since then, TYLA has turned to X to set the record straight after curving the question from the Breakfast Club's Charlemagne the God. Never denied my blackness. I don't know where that came from, she began. I'm mixed with Black, Zulu, Irish, Indian, and colored. In South Africa, I would be classified as a colored woman. In other places, I would be classified as a Black woman. Race is classified differently in different parts of the world. I don't expect to be identified as colored outside of South Africa by anyone not comfortable doing so because I understand the weight of that word outside of South Africa. But I close this conversation. I'm both colored in South Africa and a Black woman. As a woman for the culture, it's and not or. With that said, Asambe. Could have been a teaching point on Breakfast Club, but I guess she chose not to do so. In other news, Justin Timberlake was arrested for a DWI while up in the Hamptons at an all-white party. Apparently all-white referring to the liquor. Just kidding, like Jason. But Justin is still in that mugshot. Justin Timberlake claimed he had just one martini before he was pulled over, failed sobriety test, and was arrested on suspicion of intoxicated driving early Tuesday in the affluent Hamptons area of Long Island. He was arraigned and released without having to post bail about 9 hours after he was arrested. Interesting. He pleaded not guilty and was ordered to appear in court July 26. His attorney, Edward Burke Jr., said in a statement Wednesday, I look forward to vigorously defending Mr. Timberlake on these allegations. Anyway, I will have a lot to say at the appropriate time, but am currently awaiting full discovery from the district attorney's office. Timberlake was behind the wheel of a gray Florida-registered BMW when he was stopped a little after 12:15 a.m. near Madison Street and Middle Line Highway, initially for driving through a stop sign and failing to stay on the right side of the road. It has been a tough week. He said at a concert, he broke his silence. Old fans at Chicago's United Center Friday night at his first performance since Tuesday arrest in the Hamptons. I know I'm hard to love sometimes, but you keep loving me right back, the 43-year-old former NSYNC member said. The audience cheering in response. Wow, cheering on someone who gets drunk and gets behind the wheel. Okay. In my opinion, JT is shown a lot of grace in this situation. They couldn't wait to plaster Glorilla and Tiffany Haddish everywhere. All these celebrities with DWIs is giving very much a cry for help. And don't they make enough money to take an Uber or hire a driver? Why is this even happening? As far as TYLA is concerned, decline the interview if you don't want to answer certain questions. I think it's dumb to waste everyone's time skating around what the audience wants to know. I'm not sure if they wanted to know that exactly, but there were questions related to Chris Brown's tour and Kai Cenat that also were on the list that her team said don't ask about. Once Charlemagne said he would still ask, they should have not done the interview. And that was, in my opinion, with Think Different TV's LaShia. What's yours?